An unfair world. One day, a man while walking toward his office saw a beggar coming to him. The beggar was in a very bad condition. He was barefoot and his clothes were torn. When the beggar asked for money, the man said, "Why don't you work? Don't you feel ashamed asking people for money?" At this, the beggar replied, "I do feel ashamed asking for money. But once when I took money without asking, the police took me to jail." The man had no answer to this. He went on his way to the office. Vocabulary: unfair, unjust, towards, into, beggar, poor person, barefoot, shoeless, torn, ripped. Does the sog know? Once there were two classmates, Pat and Tom. One day, Pat went to Tom's house to borrow a book. On the entrance, he found a dog standing. Seeing Pat, it started barking. Pat got frightened. Tom came running and held his dog. Pat was still breathing heavily at this. Tom said, "Pat, dogs who bark never bite." Pat said, "You and I know this proverb, but this dog doesn't know." Both the friends laughed heartily. Vocabulary: borrow, acquire, entrance, entry, frightened, scared, breathing, respiration, heavily, hard. England or London. Robert got a job in a landlord's house. Once, a landlord's friend came to his house. The landlord called Robert and asked him to bring his binocular. Robert quickly went to the landlord's room and brought the binocular. After the friend left, the landlord called Robert and scolded, "You should have asked me which binocular to bring. The one from England or the one from London? It would signify how rich I am." Robert nodded his head. Few days later, another friend of the landlord came to his house. The friend saw a lion's skin and asked the landlord who had killed it. The landlord said that it was his father. The landlord then called Robert and asked him to bring his father's photograph. At this, Robert asked, "Which one, sir? One of England or one of London?" Vocabulary: landlord, owner, binocular, twin, signify, mean, scolded, disciplined, brought, lodged. Don't forget your subscribe, like, share, and follow me in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and see you later.